Do you ever feel like you're just running into a wall every time you catch the ball and try to get past your defender? Or you kind of feel indecisive when your teammates swing you the ball and now it's your time to attack? This can be really frustrating, and that's exactly what holds so many players back. But what if I told you there are 3 game-changing techniques that can completely transform your approach? Let's dive into it. The first technique I want to dive into is the stampede catch. The stampede catch is when your teammate swings you the ball and you catch it on the run. A lot of times players catch the ball standing still, not ready to go, and that allows the defense to close out all the way and take away your airspace. So then it makes it harder sometimes to make a move. The reason why the stampede catch can be so effective is because it takes advantage of the defense when they're at their weakest moment, which is in rotation. So as the ball is being swung to you, you're getting ready to attack as the ball is in the air. When you catch it, you're going to catch in a split stance so you can run downhill and attack hard. This is almost impossible to guard because the defense, like we said earlier, is in rotation. So they're getting out of help side and sprinting to you to close that space, but you're sprinting by them. So now they can't slide and cut you off because they haven't fully got to you yet and completed their closeout. Also, another great time to use a stampede catch is when you catch the defense flat-footed and not ready to slide or play good defense because they're ball watching, and now you can just sprint right by them. The next technique you need to add to your game are ball fakes. Now, using ball fakes like a pump fake or a jab step is nothing innovative, but the timing of when you use them can make a world of a difference. When the defense is in a closeout situation, they are sprinting to take away your airspace. If you are a shooter and you give them a pump fake, they are likely to get out of their stance to contest the shot, and this is the perfect time to rip right by them. Most of the time in the opponent's scouting report, they are told to run the shooter off the line. So if you can give them a simple pump fake, they're going to close out extra hard and not even try to defend the dribble because they want you to actually put the ball on the floor and get to the hoop. This way, if you give them a pump fake, you're going to use the opponent's scouting report against them, and now that will create an easier shot for you. Using a jab step against a closeout is also a great move to use because then it forces the defender to stop their closeout short and maybe even stunt towards the direction that you jab. So now that gives you an opportunity to drive the other way and create an advantage by getting the defender on your hip. The next technique is understanding whether or not you should attack the defender's top foot or back foot that's closing out to you. The decision on which foot to attack on the closeout is heavily dependent on where the defense is coming from and where you're at on the floor. You don't want to attack the top foot when they're closing out from a high side position where you would almost run into their chest. That's a great time to rip an attack away from them, attacking their back foot. You also don't want to attack away from them or attack their back foot when you have limited space, so maybe like you're in the corner. That would be a great time to attack their top foot because now they're going to open and now you have more room to work with going that way. Now, of course, with all that being said, if you want to fully take advantage of bad closeouts, you need to be able to knock shots down. If you can't knock shots down, the defense doesn't have to close out all the way to you, and they can just sit in the paint and clog it up. So you have to be able to be a threat. Even if it's not from 3, a simple 1 to 2 dribble pull-up is great as well. So stay aggressive and remember the 3 things we went over: the stampede catch, ball fakes, and being able to attack the top or back foot.